Welcome to DrivHer, a brand new, very real and hopefully a very fun car space that gives a voice to everyone, not just a select few with a penis. Today I'm going to take a drive with Annabel. Hi Annie.
Morning darling.
And on that drive we're going to discuss her Volvo XC90. We're going to find out why she bought it, what she likes about it, what she doesn't like about it as someone that's invested her own money into it, and then we're going to chat a little bit about her car history and her potential car future. The idea being that if you've ever wanted to know what it's like owning and daily driving one of these, or if you're considering buying one, then hopefully Annabel's owner advice will help. Let's go. Welcome everyone to Annabel's Volvo XC90 Mild Hybrid Black Edition. Annabel and her husband purchased it back in December 2024 for £48,000. At the time of recording this, the car had done about 17,000 miles and is averaging between 25 to 27 miles to the gallon in hybrid mode. Road tax is about £620 a year, and an estimated value for Annabel's car now would be close to what she paid for it and around the 45 to 46k mark, depending on condition and how and where it's sold. According to Volvo, their hybrid system utilises a combination of an internal combustion engine and an electric motor to enhance efficiency and performance. Mild hybrids like Annabel's use regenerative braking to capture energy during deceleration and store it in an 18.8 kilowatt hybrid battery to then assist the engine during acceleration and reduce fuel consumption later on. The battery size has increased from 10.4 kilowatts in 2017 to 11.6 kilowatts in 2020, and since 2023 the XC90 has been at 18.8 kilowatts. The XC90 can operate in various modes, including pure electric, hybrid and power modes, in order to optimise fuel efficiency or performance. Volvo claims in pure electric mode it can do about 32 miles, however Annabel has yet to test this out. The battery is charged via regenerative braking, but if you buy a plug-in hybrid model, then you can plug it into an external power source as well. However, that is far more than enough car geekery for now. Over to Annabel. So, where are we going, Annabel?
So we are going on my weekly pilgrimage to M&S Food in Corby.
Okay, and what are we sitting in?
So this is my Volvo XC90 Black Edition.
That you bought when?
I think it was the 21st of December, Christmas just gone, so
Yeah.
2024.
Okay,
So
and obviously you were looking at other cars as well.
yeah, I knew I wanted a SUV.
Yeah.
I was really set on the Defender, and no
The new
offense, the
Defender.
new one.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody who's got one. I love them, but I was told by quite a few people who know their cars that they're really unreliable and really problematic.
Yeah.
So I had a few moments when I thought, do I just ignore them and get it because that's what I want? But then I'd be really embarrassed if something went wrong with it and I needed help.
Just
so,
be there at the good deal
yeah,
all the time.
yeah,
Did
so-
you go look at one though?
I didn't know.
And you didn't drive
No,
one?
didn't drive one. The main cars were either this, the Defender, which we had to get rid of, an X5, which I have
Okay,
driven
yeah.
before because my mother and father had one,
Yeah.
or a GLC, GLE, something, you know.
So see you in one of those.
Yeah.
But that's
That's the
yeah.
next one.
Okay, and what did you have before this?
So before this, I had a Mercedes E400 AMG Line Edition. I can't think of
Okay.
the exact. So really sporty, very different. It was a coupe,
Yes.
3-door.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I had her for about 3 years maybe.
And do you generally change cars every 3 years?
Yeah, it tends to be that sort of, and whenever my husband and myself, whenever we've chosen a car, we get this from my mother and father, there always has to be something special about the car. If that makes sense. That sounds really silly,
Yes,
but
yeah.
you can test drive loads of cars, but then you get in your one and you go, this is it.
So your parents have always been quite into cars?
Yes, they've always had really
Nuclear,
nice vehicles. So I do blame them for the fact
They've given you high
they've given me a very high standard. Same as my
Yeah.
brother and his wife. We do like
A nice car.
a nice car.
Yeah.
We do like a nice car.
That's fair enough.
We work hard.
Exactly. It's a reward.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What do you like about this car? You've been driving it for about 6 months. What are your favourite things about this car?
To be honest, I would say I like or love 90% of things about this car. I love the driving, the visibility,
Yeah.
the driving position. I like the fact that even though it's a big car, she's still got a lot of beans. She's still powerful. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
If you, not that I drive like Nigel Mansell, but if you need to put your foot down to overtake someone, I think one thing I was sort of about giving up the Merc was that was a really that was
nippy.
so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
And
Well, also because we live in the same village where
Yeah.
we live, and obviously people see from these driving roads, there's a lot of. Do you know what I mean? You've got to nip in and out.
you
and
have
then
to.
accelerate
You have
out.
to. And
Yeah.
I thought, oh God, I'm going to. So when I first sat in this to test drive it, we were in Peterborough, and the lady just sent my husband and myself off in it. So we decided to go on the motorway or the A1. And I put my foot down thinking it's not going to go anywhere, and it did. And I thought, oh, well, that's nice, because I actually didn't expect that at all.
Yeah. So you had a female dealer.
Yes, yeah. So we went
Because you know
into...
that's really unusual.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, really. Well, most car dealers are still
yeah.
men.
So we actually got this one directly from Volvo in Peterborough, and she was really nice.
And did you go and see it and buy it there and then, or did you go see it, go back again?
No, I'm quite impulsive. So I'd made the decision. My husband and I, but mainly me, had made the decision. The Merc was we needed to change it for reasons we'll get into. And we'd seen a Volvo online. It was an XC90, but it was an older. I think it was let's say 22 plate.
Yes, yeah.
So we went specifically to drive that one on a Sunday morning.
At a dealer?
At the dealership in
Yeah.
Peterborough. But the minute I got in it, I just knew it didn't feel
how
special enough, and it was
interesting.
expensive. And the only way I could describe it without being rude, it felt like it had been maybe a company car.
Yeah.
So it just hadn't been, I don't know, it hadn't been looked after.
Oh,
and-
I think I remember you telling me this story.
and as I walked past it, this one, which was pretty much brand new,
Yeah.
was right outside the main door of Volvo. And I said to my husband, messing about, walking past, because I saw the price tag on it, oh, there she is, that's my new car.
Yeah.
As a joke. Sat in the one, didn't like it, felt really disappointed, because that's what I wanted. And then he
Yeah.
said, should we just have a look? And ended up buying it there and then.
Am I remembering this story correctly? That you had a slight issue as well.
Yeah.
I am, aren't I? When
Yeah.
I bought this car
Yeah.
and got it home.
So basically, when we drove it home, we
By
went.
the way, how long did that take from the minute you bought it in the dealer?
Oh,
What
I'm
was
going to
that
say
time
it
period to
was
get it?
3 days,
Okay, so
because
it was
we
really
wanted
quick.
it before Christmas.
Yeah.
And they were going to take my Merc as part exchange, so we just had to get that there.
Yeah.
I was working because it was Christmas. I said I
Yes.
can't, so we drove it straight to my mother and father's house in Oakham. So what, 20-minute drive?
Yeah.
Again, because that's where I get my love of cars from. They were really excited for us, so we took it there.
Yeah.
Pulled up outside, and I said to them, right, you, Mum and Dad, you go in the front, and Chris and I will go in the back.
That was it.
And this is probably worth passing on. I haven't ever, when I've test driven a car, sat in the back.
Yes.
Because I get really travel sick, so I wouldn't ever sit in the back of a car, and it wouldn't be something I'd think. So I sat.
I don't think I've sat in the back of my car.
No, it just isn't something you do.
No.
So I sat where Tabatha is now, and there was a big scuff on the back of the seat, and I was like, excuse me. And then Chris noticed one on front of his chair, so as soon as we dropped my parents, or they dropped us off, we took over the driving, I rang Volvo to say, look, I'm quite disappointed.
Yeah.
One could say I should have noticed, but again, it wouldn't have been, I checked everything else, it just wouldn't have been. Anyway, so after, it got a bit stressful because they weren't really getting back to me, and I got a bit agitated because I'm like, I've just spent a huge amount of money with you.
Yeah.
And anyway, in the end, they fixed it. I had someone come to the house, and we think what had happened was, because it's a 7-seater, we think the seats had been shoved down really hard against these two. And but that was it. That was the only
issue, and they did resolve it.
They resolved it after about 5 weeks. By that point, I was slightly
peeved,
slightly frosty with them, and I could be casting aspersions here, but I got the impression that they maybe thought I was going to give up.
Oh, so they tried to kind of store you a bit.
I did feel that that's maybe where it was going.
But it was a brand new car.
Yeah, so there shouldn't have been a reason for all that damage. Again, should I have noticed it? Probably, but I did.
So always get into the back of the car.
Always get into the back of a car. Yeah.
There you go.
That's my advice.
Okay, so you like 90% of the things with
yes,
this?
Yes.
You like the way it height, the way it drives. We've had a chat. The way it looks. Yeah. We've had a chat about the gears.
Yes.
Because I find that a little bit strange. Because I think it doesn't go into gear properly.
Yeah, it can be a little bit laggy.
Yeah.
If you need to shove your foot down, if you're pulling out of a junction, if you're sedentary and you're pulling out of a junction and you whack your foot down, it doesn't always go as you would expect it to. So that would be a negative.
Yeah, which we've said actually can be a fault with a lot of autos now.
Yeah.
But do you find mine also doesn't go into, because it's just a tap down, isn't it, or a tap up?
Yes.
Does it go into gear properly?
I can't, genuinely, I have noticed a few times it hasn't, but I've thought it was user error.
No, but yeah, it happens to me a lot. My kids just tell me it's just because I'm really impatient. Okay, what about the infotainment system then? Okay,
so I really like the visibility of this.
Yeah, you've got a nice big screen. Yeah.
I do find every now and again there's a home button here.
Yeah.
Because when my phone links up in the car, it will say it's playing I listen to audiobooks when I drive. It's not on.
Mine does that.
So I have to hold this down to reset it. And I probably have to do it once or 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Chris, my husband, has said I should contact them because obviously it's under full warranty.
Yeah.
And it's something that I need to do.
Yeah.
And I remember to do it when it happens, and I get back home and I forget. But that does irritate me a bit.
But you plug in for Apple CarPlay, or does it do it via Bluetooth?
No, it's Bluetooth.
I can't get mine to do. Mine has to be plugged in.
Oh, does it? No, this is all via Bluetooth.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it does seem to be maybe it's not sensitive enough. I don't know how to phrase it. That it doesn't always pick it up, which it can be a bit irritating. But yeah, I do really like it. I'll be honest, to begin with, this area was something I didn't really like because it made me anxious that I felt I was having to really look away.
Yeah, all the time.
Because everything is touch screen.
Yeah.
But like anything, you become more used to it over time, and now I don't really think about it.
All modern cars are like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But the other thing you said, which I agree with my Volvo, is that there isn't a manual, is there?
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah.
And maybe we're showing our age. We could be. I like a book, and I like to sit and I like to read, and my husband's the same. And so there are things, like I said to you, that we need to set our seating preferences, because my husband and I are both I'm 5'10", he's 6'2".
Yeah.
But I'm all leg and I've got a really short body, whereas he's just...
Right.
Although a client actually yesterday said to me, I don't know if I'm saying this to you, I'm sorry. She said, you always look really glamorous, and I laughed because I don't.
You do?
And she said, I think it's because you're brown and long. I thought, what, like a worm? I didn't say it, I went, thank you. But anyway,
brown and long.
I am, so we need the seat very different.
Yeah.
I sit really high up, whereas if Chris got in now, he wouldn't be able to get in.
Yeah.
And we need to set it so you can press
memory
M here,
and
which we did in the old car.
Yeah.
But I can't be bothered to look on the app to do it.
No, so
I want a book.
Get in and adjust it
every day, because Chris takes us to the gym in the morning, doesn't actually take his truck.
Does he put it back a little bit for you then?
Does he? Hell
no.
Swine. No, every day I get in and I'm like, I'm sitting down here.
Like that?
Yeah, you wouldn't see me.
Okay, so what made you swap the Merc to this then?
honestly, the minute I got in it and drove it,
but even that thinking, so it was just a 3-year period.
The 3-year period. So the Mercedes was incredibly expensive to keep.
Right.
Which I don't mind, in the respect of we don't have children, we are in a position of privilege where we can do things, but you know the because it was a sports car, the tyres were huge.
Yeah.
And they run down really quickly because they were so wide. So we were changing the tyres really frequently. Yeah, changing them really frequently. We originally bought it with ram flats on, but you'll know how expensive they are.
Yes.
So I have to be honest, we did change from those. The fuel consumption was absolutely appalling because the Merc was I think it was I'm going to be near a 4 litre. It was a big car.
Yeah.
And it was petrol.
Yeah.
So it absolutely drank fuel.
So it was lovely, but it wasn't a practical.
Exactly. It was great. Up until the day we got rid of it, I adored it.
Yeah.
I'd walk to it in a car park and I'd think, oh, I love that car.
Yeah.
And also, we're getting older. I'd get out of the car after a large journey and I'd liken myself to a Pringle because I couldn't move, because I'd be like, oh my God, and my husband would be the same. And it just, great fun car. We drove, actually the longest journey we did was from Braunston to Brussels to pick up our Greek cat that we flew over.
Oh my God, I love that story.
You remember?
That's a whole other story.
And she did that, but the pain in your back was too much. So we needed something a bit different as we entered our twilight years.
Oh God, well, in which case I'm in like, what would I be in then? Like,
I dread to think.
Nearly dead years.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 years, time for a change, and then fell in love with this, drove it, bought it. We know what you like about it. What don't you like about it? Other than we've talked about the fact there's no. Is there anything that niggles you about it?
I always have the aircon on high for Scooby-Doo in the back and for myself. Because I just run hot. But I find, unless you've got it on 5 or 1, it blows the same. So if it's on 5, it's obviously really in your face, which I like. And even if you put it down to 2 or 3, it doesn't seem to go down until you press 1.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's a thing or it's just mine. But actually, there's really nothing apart from those little things. No, I'm really, really happy with it.
What is your earliest car memory?
In general or mine?
No, general. So probably not your car, but your earliest car memory.
My earliest car memory is my father had an XJS, a Jag.
Ooh.
It was beautiful. It had cream leather interior, and it was like sorry Dad if you're listening, I feel like it was a grey blue. And that's my earliest, and I feel
blue.
Probably quite illegal.
What a light colour.
It was like it was really like maybe I'm very old now, but it was a bluey grey. It was predominantly blue. And I remember me being on his knee, and I'm like this. That's my earliest. So I was quite young.
So okay. What was your first car?
So my first car, my parents bought me a Peugeot 106 Graduate.
Oh.
And we were laughing. We were speaking the other day with no power steering, and there's me with my twiggly thumbs, because obviously it was a long time ago, and it was great. It was such a surprise. They came up with this plan that my brother was upset somewhere, and we had to go and pick him up, and there was a big ribbon around it. My granny and grandpa were there.
Your older brother was upset somewhere?
Yeah, we had to go pick him up, and I was like, for God's sake. Typical 17-year-old, really agitated.
Yeah.
And there they were waiting with, I had a big ribbon that they tucked inside, it was on the roof, and my granny and grandpa. And that was my first car.
What was your brother's first car?
He had a Mini, an old school Mini. He loved it.
Bombing around
in it.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
We looked like something out of Donkey Kong driving around in that, because we're both quite tall, but really good fun. Really good fun.
Okay, and how long did you have your Peugeot for?
A couple of years. I'd say a couple of years.
And did you then buy your next car?
I'm going to sound really spoilt now, aren't I? But no, I didn't. I then had a Renault Megane red coupe.
Right, wow.
Sporty again.
So you're what, like 19, 20 then?
Yeah, I must have been. And then, love that.
Yeah. Did you choose that?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
So what, you'd had a chat with your parents about
So no, I think my brother bought it.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to a BM, I think. And then my parents bought it from my brother and gave it to me.
Okay. I was going to say, how long did you have that for?
Probably a year or so. And then I had a Z4 convertible.
Right.
Which I loved.
Wow. So you're what, in your early 20s at this point? Oh my God, looking smoking hot.
And then it kind of petered out a bit because I don't to get too deep. Split up with my then partner.
Yes.
Moved back in with my parents. Obviously, things were very different.
Yeah.
And I had this car, a really old Polo, a white one that we call Barry White, and it was an absolute bin of a car.
And why had you sold?
Because I had to
buy it out.
Essentially,
that was it. It was in your house, wasn't it?
It was all to do with.
Yes, you needed to raise some finances.
And so I had this, and it was the funniest thing. I then met my now husband, and he'd met me in the Z4. Obviously, look at this. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And then I turn up one day. It was really old 106 that whoever we'd bought it from, we found out when I got rid of it, had actually done paint work, what do you call it, like repairs with Tipex.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it wasn't until we got rid of it we found that out. But I didn't have that for long. And then, because, it was a bit of a rough time, my parents very kindly helped me. I'm going to sound really...
No, it's all
I'm
right.
sorry, guys. I work hard, I promise. They got me a beautiful Corsa, and I just loved her. Because it'd been this breakup and things hadn't been good, and I got this car, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it.
So what year would that have been then?
So
what
I've been with Chris for 17 years. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know why I'm attempting it.
I think it was an 07.
Yeah.
It was an 07.
So how long did you have that for?
Probably 3-4 years again.
And what had Chris got then when you met him?
He didn't drive. He was a passenger princess, my husband. He didn't get his drive. He didn't pass his test for years.
So you are the wheel person in the house then.
It makes me sound very manly, doesn't it? So then we bought. He then passed his test after a few years, and he bought a Citroen C2.
Oh yes,
which he loved. That was his first car.
Yeah.
And then I got rid of the Corsa, and we got a Audi A4 S line.
Yeah.
Which again, 4 years.
Wow.
Love that. And
with all of this, this is you almost really leading the charge, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris he wasn't bothered. He would be the first to say it's very different now. He wasn't bothered about cars at all when we met. He did not care. Different now.
They were just going to get him.
Yeah, and I said he didn't drive for years and years when we were maybe 3 or 4 years when we were together. He didn't drive.
Yeah.
And then I would absolutely say I was the mind behind.
No pun intended. The driving force.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going for? So you say an Audi.
Audi,
and then where we go?
A4S line. Then we got a Mercedes E-Class Estate, which because we thought we were going to have a family. Got bored of that decision very quickly. Went for the dog and the cats. So we had this estate, beautiful car again, but too much car. We didn't need that, which is then when we got the E-Class coupe.
And then to here. And where do you think you might go next?
Oh, where would I go next?
So you've got a 3-year window.
Yeah, the dream. I'd either want the Mercedes GLE.
Yes, I can see you in one of these.
I do love a G-Wagon. I love a G-Wagon.
I think you're meant for a G-Wagon.
Yeah, Chris has always said that.
Yeah.
Or I really like the Porsche
Cayenne.
Yes. One of those three.
Yeah.
That's where I'm aiming for.
Yeah. Is there anything about this car that we haven't covered that we need to cover?
I honestly don't think so. It took me a long time to find the button for the glove box. There's one.
Right,
I don't know if you can see it. It took me forever.
No, hang on, I'm not going to give up though.
You're cold, you're not.
Where is the button for the glove box? I mean, that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, so that will be one that...
It's not just, it should be like a touch one. Where is it then? It just doesn't need to happen.
No. So that took me a long time.
A few days after we'd finished filming, Annabel sent through a quick voice memo about something she'd forgotten to tell us.
I've got the app, the Volvo app on my phone, and I can start it from there. And then I get all the updates to my phone that I then press to update to the car. So like the updated maps and changes that they want to make. You can put a widget, so I've got a widget on my phone that shows the hybrid charge all the time and the fuel gauge all the time, even if the car isn't being used. And I just find that really, really useful. And you can lock it from there as well, which I like because I often forget to do that.
Before we wrap up this chat, we're going to have a sing-along. 'Cause why not? We all have our favourite driving songs, the songs we belt out when no one is in the car with us. So we thought we'd lean into that on DrivHer. But for copyright reasons, we can't play the songs on YouTube, which means you'll simply have to watch us sing along in silence. But fear not, by the power of Grayskull, or in our case, multi-platform accessibility, you can head to our TikTok page where the song or songs will be seamlessly added back in. This part of DrivHer is unsurprisingly going to be called Name That Tune.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, my
pleasure. Telling us all about your car history. Yeah. Bye, Tabby.
Should we go and get you something nice from the shop? Come on, darling. Bye.
Bye. If you have enjoyed watching this video, can I ask you to do 3 things? 1, like and subscribe, because I cannot do this. I cannot create this space without you. 2, share. Tell people. Email them, text message them, do it on social. I don't care, but please tell people what I'm trying to achieve here. And 3, comment below. Comment whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, comment below and help me to get the algorithms working on this, because that's where things can really take off. Thank you very, very much.